So, we're hanging out in my Boomerang t-shirt, listening to Boomerang. Happy Friday. I'm excited to see you guys today. So let me turn this down just a little bit so I don't have to shout over it and tell you guys what we're going to do today. Oh, hello, Las Vegas restaurants. I'm so excited that you're watching because I'm not going to lie. So I'm planning a trip in Vegas, and I have reached out to some of the bars and restaurants that follow me, and they're quite far back in my messages. So help me find cool places in Vegas to hang out. We need that. We're going to be in town February 26th to March 5th. And I'm going to plan a whole bunch of different keto events, meetups, all kinds of stuff. So shoot me a message, Las Vegas restaurants. Let's chat. Let's chat. So guys, I just wanted to pop in with you super quick. It's Friday evening and it's convenience night at my house. And I know you guys know what that's like. That is, you know, that's dinner out day. That's I don't feel like cooking something day. So I figured, you know what, I'll just pop in super quick with you guys and show you what my restaurant options are. So for everybody else, they got just the regular old burger and fries. So for me, this is what I order when I go through the drive-thru. I ordered 2 plain single patties and an order of bacon, which is 2 or 3 slices of bacon. And then I bring it home and I cut my own cheese for it and I warm it up and I throw my barbecue sauce on it. So I figured while we're doing that, I'll throw it in the microwave. We'll chat for a few minutes. And I want to talk to you guys about keto convenience. What do you do when you're on the go? When it's dinner out night, what options are there for you? So say for example, it's pizza night and you guys always order pizza, you know, once a month, every couple weeks. A lot of restaurants have an option that you can get either a dry rib or a wing that's unbreaded instead. They will usually have some sort of a salad or a veggie side option that you can have. When you're dining out in a restaurant, it's easier. It's much easier. You're sitting down, you can ask, you know, what do you cook this in? What do you use for that? You know, bring me some of this. You got any real butter? But it doesn't have to be impossible to eat out. We eat out less than we used to because it just doesn't seem to make as much sense as it used to eat out. But it is still possible to go out, dine out with your friends, with your family, and especially for things like we're going to do our Vegas trip. You know, we need to spend a little bit of time looking at the restaurants that are available. Take a look at the menu, you know, see what they have that's available that we can eat. And I really, 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 fingers crossed, guys, I want to try to do a bunch of small restaurant reviews, you know, coffee shops, bars, grills, restaurants, because I want for us to know when we're vacationing in Las Vegas, because I love Las Vegas, just saying. I want to know where we can eat. I know you guys want to know where we can eat, where we can buy things, where we can find, you know, some of the products that we want to have. You know, what are the stores close by where we would stay that would sell some of the extras we need? You know, where can we stock up on our oils, on our ghee when we're traveling? Because I travel from Canada, which means I can't bring any of those things with me. So when I get to my travel destination, I have to source out those things. I need to find, you know, what's my closest dollar store? Because I love those. What's my closest restaurant? What is my closest little grocery store? What's my closest? They have a lot of you pick we cook places in and around Vegas. So what can we get? Where can we eat? I really want to invest some time in learning that, because I won't lie, I love Vegas and I want to go there lots. Like, I would really love to plan the events that we do in group, Colorful Keto Lifestyle, and things that I host and promote. I would love for them to be in Las Vegas. It's cheaper for you guys to come and meet me in Las Vegas than it is for you to fly to me in Canada. It's ridiculously expensive for you guys to fly up and meet me in Canada, and venues are expensive as well. So I want to take this week trip to Vegas to make all of the connections that I need to be able to make so that we can start having regular meet and greets, regular events. You know, maybe once a year we can do a whole big get together, an actual convention where we have speakers, and it takes time to plan those things. But the first thing is getting there, meeting the people, meeting the restaurants and the establishments that we would want to go to, and making those connections. So that's really the base plan for going to Vegas for that week, is just really to get an idea of the starting of the kinds of events that we're going to want to do there eventually in the future. Because I won't lie to you guys, I hope you love Vegas like I love Vegas, because I really I want Vegas to be the center of what I do one day, because it's so much cheaper. It's so cheap to fly there and go there, and they're reasonable rates. It's cheap to eat there. Like, I'm all over it. I'm all over it. Oh my goodness, you caught me live, Sue. That never happens. Never. Like, I don't think you ever catch me live, girl. Oh my goodness. This is our lucky day. We get to hang out together live. That never happens. So I kind of wanted to touch base with you guys and just, oh, I see my hair is doing some awful stuff, but I want to talk about keto on the go. You know, what are your quick, easy solutions for on the go? For me, my number one, we talked a little bit this afternoon when we did our live with Carrie Brown. Now, if you guys missed that, Instagram kicked us off and it didn't save it for the 24 hours, but it's posted on YouTube. So if you want to see that one, you can run off to YouTube or you can see it on Facebook. She gave us an amazing one-day offer on her cookbooks. So if you guys want to run and check that out, amazing gift for the holidays. Just saying. Amazing, amazing. So one of the things that we were talking about is, what do you throw together when you're out and about and you know there might not be a steady source of food for you? You know, maybe there's just meat, maybe there's a little bit of salad, but there's not a lot. My favorite go-to is I will take just a snack bag and I'll throw in some pecans, some almonds, some walnut. I have a little bit of Brazil nut, and then I'll just sprinkle a couple chocolate chips in there and I'll throw that in my purse. I will make up bags. I hear my dog is having, yeah, I don't know what she's doing, guys. I don't even know. She's running circles on the carpet very, very fast. Okay. I'll throw some pork rinds into a bag, beef jerky, any just quick, small, convenient snacks that I can have on me in my purse, so that if I encounter a situation where grocery shopping, that's my number one rule. Never shop hungry. Never shop hungry. I buy all kinds of stuff I don't need if I'm hungry at the grocery store. And then you end up standing at the till and you're hungry because you've been shopping and you avoided eating all those things, and there's nothing but junk food around the till when you're standing there. So that is my favorite time, to have a bag of nuts in my purse, because then I don't feel the need to grab the convenience foods. I've got them on me. And I don't know, nobody seems to think it's weird when I pull food out of my purse. I don't know, is it something about me? Do I just look like somebody who would have food in their purse? I think I might just look like somebody who has food in their purse, because nobody ever seems to wonder why I do. Oh, yay! Crystal said, I ordered 4 sets. 1 for me and 3 for gifts. I love you, lady. Honestly, I can't imagine a better gift to give somebody in the holiday season than amazing food. Like, cookbooks was one of my mom's favorite things to give me. I'm going to say probably starting about the time I was 10. And each year, my mom would give me a different cookbook with a different little handwritten note in it about what she hoped I would learn. I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I was never much of a cook. And less of a baker. So if you guys think that's not possible to go from one extreme to the other, it happens. I couldn't cook a thing to save my life. And you guys love my food. You see my food all the time. It's pretty. It's delicious. I had to learn. Yes, we're talking about Carrie's cookbooks. We're talking convenience keto. We're kind of touching on the cookbook offer that we talked about this afternoon, and just a little basics about being prepared. Because I think the number one thing that we can do to benefit ourselves and to stay on track is just to give it a little bit of thought and pre-plan. Pre-plan what we know we're going to need. This summer we went to the amusement park. And for that, I showed you guys when I was on the go, I took some maple walnut bacon butter and some pork rinds and some meat snacks. And you just pack it all with you and you go. And you know what? I just suck up that I'm the weird lady with food in my purse. My food is shiny and colorful. It is. It is. So let me just scroll to the beginning because I don't want to miss any comments. Hello, Miss Valerie, Kathy, Carol, my Jolette. Hello, darlings. It's so awesome to see you guys. I'm so happy it's Friday. Oh, we are getting... Well, you know, I won't say that it's cool. We had our cool weather a couple weeks ago. It seems to be seasonal right now. Cross our fingers. Fall came back. Because holy man, we got winter and then I was not happy. But fall seems to be back, so I'm happy. Well, hello, Miss Karen in Cambodia. I love it when you get to join us all the way from Cambodia. It makes me feel so cool. I'm like, oh, the world has no limits. Look at our friends in Cambodia. Right? We have friends in Cambodia. Just saying. We have friends all over the world. I absolutely love it. Sherry says she always has food in her purse. I love it. And actually, I was chatting with one of my ladies yesterday, and she took her granddaughter out for breakfast, and Evelyn asked the waitress if they had real butter, and the waitress said no. And she was like, but why? Why, Gamma? Why they don't have real butter, Gamma? Why? But why they don't have real butter? And then the waitress went away and she came back and she said, that's okay. My Gamma has butter in her purse. My Gamma has butter in her purse. And she just went right into Grandma's purse and found the Kerrygold. And she was like, that's okay. I don't need your not butter. My Gamma has butter in her purse. So we can't hide it from our family either. They know we got the goods, right? They're like, okay, I'm hungry. Give it up. I know you got some food. I know you got some food. Oh my goodness. So the other thing I wanted to chat with you guys about tonight is tomorrow. It's Saturday. We did not do our fun Flavor Friday recipes today because I had the live booked with Carrie Brown and a few other things on the go today. But I'm thinking, let's do the salted caramel pecan brittle that we were going to do last Friday that got put off because I've been craving it. I can't lie. Like, we had talked about making it all week long, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get to it. And I haven't actually even really developed the recipe yet. We're going to kind of do it as we do it. What I did do was I looked up the recipe I used to use for peanut brittle. So we're just going to keto-fy the peanut brittle recipe I used to use a million years ago. To do it with me, all you're going to need... Oh, to do it with me. Don't say that, Dori. To make that recipe with me, you're going to want some sweetener of choice, some pecans, and flavoring extract of your choice. We're going to make a salted caramel flavor, so we're going to use caramel flavored extract today. And then I wanted to quickly talk with you guys about Monday because I am super excited and we're doing something that is literally months and months and months and months in the making. I tend to be a very I feel like doing that right now kind of person, but sometimes it takes things a while to pull together. So I have been working on something absolutely amazing for you guys for months, and it comes together on Monday. So on Monday, you guys finally get to meet my doctor. My doctor. He's absolutely amazing. I'm going to try to squeeze in time on Saturday to do a live with my girlfriend so we can talk a little bit about the experience that we had when we went for surgery and meeting our doctor and all of that. Because wow, is it ever different? Like when I went to Mexico to have my surgery, I thought all of the things that everybody thinks about Mexico, that it's scary and it's sketchy and, you know, you might not get the best care. And I was shocked because I don't know about where you guys live, but in Canada, we don't have the best healthcare. I'm just going to say that. Like, we don't have the best, and doctors don't really seem to have time for you. Like, you're a number. They don't really have time to deal with you. They'd like to get you in, out, give you your prescription, and, you know, get you on your way as quick as possible. And I was really shocked. Like, I was so shocked by the level of care. Like, for example, when my mother had her stroke in Canada, we went to the hospital and her doctor was there and the cardiologist was there. But the cardiologist did not speak to us. He's too busy. He's too well paid. He speaks to the doctor speaks to us. Nobody gets to talk directly to the cardiologist. He's a specialist. He will relay information to the doctor and the doctor will relay that to you. When I went to go have my surgery, they have a cardiologist come to the clinic and check you out and make sure that you are suited for surgery, that you're okay, you don't have any issues, you don't have any problems, you're not going to have any heart issues during surgery. And I'll tell you what, like, that man sat down on the end of my bed and talked to me for an hour. Like, we laughed, we joked, we talked about everything, and I've never seen it. Like, I've never seen that kind of medical care. I've never seen doctors that have time for you like that. Like, I've never encountered it. I had a couple complications, not because of anything that went wrong at the clinic, but just because I've never had surgery before and it reacted poorly to the medication, the first medication. And I was really, really sick for a couple of days. Like, I literally could not stop throwing up for 4 days. And it was pretty rough. Like, it was rough. And the day I left the clinic, we were all good. I got my suspended pain meds and off we went to the recovery house. Well, the 5-star hotel recovery house, but off we went. And partway through the day, my IV started to come out. And I could see that the medication was in my hand and not in my body. And I started to feel sick, like really, really, really sick. I won't lie to you. I was sitting on the counter in the bathroom with my feet in the water because I couldn't think of anything else to do. And the thought literally occurred to me, you know, I could just bump that hairdryer down from there and all this would stop because I was sick, like sick. And I phoned the clinic and I said, you know, my IV has come out. And my doctor said, oh, I am sending somebody right now. Within 15 minutes, the driver arrived and I was like, oh, so you have some medicine for me. And she's like, oh no, honey, I'm taking you to the clinic. I was sent to come pick you up. And I was like, but I don't want to go to the clinic. You're supposed to bring me medicines. And she's like, no, honey, I have to take you. So she brings me into the clinic. They give me my medication. They get me all sorted and I'm good. But here's the issue. The doctor that's on staff is not my doctor. So he's like, I can't technically release you. You have to stay overnight. Well, Dori lost it. Like, I lost it. I think, but I don't want to stay overnight. I don't want to stay in the hotel. And I started freaking out. There wasn't room for my girlfriend to stay in the clinic. I didn't want to stay by myself. And I lost it. I started to cry. I started freaking out. I don't want to stay at the hospital. I don't want to stay. And he said, but I'm not your doctor. I can't release you. So this is what he did. I feel so bad. Don't judge me, guys. I'm such a drama queen. He phoned my surgeon. So not my doctor, but the surgeon who performed the surgery, who happened to be at a wedding. Like, it's 10 o'clock at night. It was 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night. And he was at a wedding. And The doctor on call phoned my surgeon and said, this is the situation. We had to bring Dori in. We had to fix her medications. Now she doesn't want to stay. She's very upset. I don't know what to do. I can't release her and she doesn't want to stay. Like, what should I do? And my surgeon left his wedding. He left the wedding. He came to the clinic so that he could check me out and give me the okay to leave. And you know what? He wasn't even upset with me that he had to leave his wedding. He looked so cute. He was wearing the spiffiest cowboy boots. They were so cute. And he came and he signed my release papers and he put me in a cab and sent me back to the hotel that night. And you know what? I know that would not have happened here. Like, they probably would have just called security and strapped me down to a bed somewhere because I didn't want to go. Like, I didn't want to. Sue says, I was glad to have surgery, but my doctor was very snobby and talked down to me. And when I have issues and call him, he's not helpful at all. And you know what? This is why I cannot wait to introduce you guys to my doctor, because I hear so many horror stories, guys. Like, I love you. A lot of you had the really shit end when it came to your surgery. A lot of you went to doctors who didn't care, didn't know what they were doing. I even talked to people whose doctors never even made them go on a liquid diet before surgery. Do you have any idea how dangerous that is to have stomach surgery with food in your stomach? And some people, they didn't know. The doctors didn't care. They got like the shittiest care imaginable. And I feel like I feel for you guys, because man, do I hear stories. And I got lucky. I got so lucky. We used a Canadian company that basically they're just a consulting firm, and they find you a place to go and have your surgery. And we just got so lucky. Like, man, did we get lucky. I have to tell you guys, because I think this was the best part of the story, and it has nothing to do with anything medical. Now, when we were on our way, you fly to San Diego. You don't actually fly into Mexico. You fly to San Diego, and they pick you up and drive you across the border to Mexico. So we were flying into San Diego, and we missed our connecting flight. So we had a driver booked to pick us up at a certain time, and we were not there. We just did not arrive. I had no way to get a hold of anybody. We were in the air. I didn't have any contact numbers, and I did not know what to do. So at that point, we contacted our consult, and she later quit doing this. It wasn't for her, and she was going through a lot of things. And I won't lie, she dropped the ball on us. Like, she dropped the ball hard. We were on our way, and I said, you know what, we're running late. Please contact the clinic. Please let them know. Please let them know where we'll be. And she dropped that ball. Like, it just never happened. So we arrived in San Diego, and I thought, well, dear God, like, what do we do? Like, there isn't even any way to get a hold of anybody. So we thought, well, what do? We get the hotel closest to the border. So we took a cab to the hotel closest to the border. And and we get out of the cab. We go to the ticket window, and it's very warm in San Diego. So they have open ticket windows. So we go up to the outside window, and we say, hey, we'd like to book a room. And the guy says, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have any rooms available. And I have to tell you guys, I was not having that. I was like, dude, we are Canadian, and it is not that cold here. So either find us a room, or we'll just go curl up over there on that piece of lawn over there. And he was like, let me double check. Maybe I do have one room. And he came back and said, oh, I do have one room. Let's book you that room. So in the process, my girlfriend gives her credit card to book the room. And the guy says, oh, a doctor left a message here for you. A doctor left a message. Okay, can you have him call back to the room? So we run to the room, and by this time it's about 12:30 at night now when we get back to the room, and he directs our call to get the call back. And sure enough, it's Dr. Sereno on the phone. Oh my God, girls, we didn't know what happened to you. We didn't know where to find you. What happened? Our flight was delayed. We were stuck. And I said, how did you know where we were to leave a message? And he said, well, I didn't know where you would end up. So I left a message at the 5 closest hotels that I know of in hopes that you would end up at one of them. Who does that? Like, honestly, what doctor at 12 o'clock at night is phoning around and leaving messages at multiple hotels in hopes that we would end up at one of those? And that's how my experience started when we went for surgery. And that, even if it was just that and nothing else happened and I didn't have other amazing experiences, that would have been enough to sell me for life. Like, you actually care. Because you know what? We're flying out of a foreign country. We are going somewhere we've never been. Single women traveling together on our own. And you know what? That mattered to me, that somebody actually cared, that we were in the air, that we were arriving, that they did not know where we were. And it happened with the other girl who came down as well. We didn't know her, but she was also Canadian. And the same thing happened to her, was that she missed her flight and nobody knew how to get a hold of her either. I love you, Nanette. Sort of stalkerish, hey? I love you, Nanette. I love you. You're so amazing. But I just, all the way beginning to end, it was the most amazing experience. And I didn't expect that. Like, I didn't expect to meet new family when I was down there. And I'll tell you guys this. My surgery was 7 years ago. 7 years ago. And you know that I still speak to my doctor on the regular. He has been available to me this last 7 years. If I have an issue, I can call him. There's a little bit of a time difference, but I can leave a message. And always, over the last 7 years, never once in 7 years has he failed to get back to me within 24 hours. Where do you get that? Like, where do you get people who actually care about you like that? And I've had zero issues. Like, I wouldn't even say I haven't contacted him because I had issues. We just chat. Like, we just do our, couple times a year, catch up. Oh, what's new with you? What's going on with you? The year that I got engaged was the year his daughter was born on the same day I got engaged. So we just chit chat, from time to time over the years. And I love that. I love that actually matters to him, how I'm doing, how I'm progressing. When I discovered keto and I was so pleased with myself, I called my bariatric doctor and I explained to him what I was doing and how it works for me. And he was so pleased and so proud of me and so happy. And that was about December. So since then, is when I've been trying to book a time for him to come and talk to you guys. But he's super shy. Like, he's so sweet and he's so shy. The last time we talked about it, he said this, Dori, it's really out of our comfort zone. It's really, going live and talking to people. This is not really what we do. And I said, I know it's out of your comfort zone. And I know that because you can't even say out of my comfort zone. Now you're just saying we, so it's not about you. But it's going to happen. And Dr. Sereno has never done this before. He's never done a live. He's never done a Q&A. He's never done this. But I said, I'll make it fun. I promise. It will be easy. My people will love you. And I'm just so excited that you guys finally get to meet him and to see what he built, because my Dr. Sereno built this by himself. Now, he was a very young doctor and he had a lot of really great ambitions, and he decided all by himself that he wanted to build the best surgery clinic of its kind worldwide. And he did that. He pieced that together. He got the best of the best of the best surgeons available, and he put it together all by himself, and he created the concept of medical tourism. And the beauty of that is you get to go, you get to have your procedures done, but it's also a vacation. Like, we stayed in 5-star hotels. We had drivers take us everywhere we want. We got to go shopping. We got to go to the open air market. We really did get the whole inclusive experience of going on a vacation. And I'm going to tell you guys a secret. Number one, the surgery I had was not even available in Canada when I had it 7 years ago. And the surgeon who performed it for me had already been teaching it for 15 years. 15 years. Like, you can't buy that kind of expertise. And it wasn't even available where I live. It cost me less than a third of the price of what was available in Canada at the time. Now, at the time, the only thing you could get done in Canada was lap band. And I don't know what you guys know about lap band. It's not your best option because you have to have fills every 6 weeks. But lap band in Canada at the time cost $28,000 Canadian. $28,000 Canadian. And I'll kind of quick explain to you guys what lap band is. So basically, they take this little tube. I'm just going to draw it out for you guys. Basically, what they do is they take a band like this, and it has little fluid bubbles on the inside of it, like this. They put this band over the top of your stomach, and it constricts what you can eat. So it constricts the flow that will come through here. Now, the issue with lap band is you have to continually get this fluid filled so that it pulls it in tighter and tighter. So as you lose weight, you have to continually go in and get it filled. So every 6 weeks, you need to go in and get a fill on your band. So they leave you this really awesome like tap that sticks out your side that they can inject and fill it. And that's what lap band does. That's all that was available at the time. Now, when we planned to have surgery, we decided to have the gastric sleeve. So I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically what a sleeve is if this is your whole stomach, they basically cut off 80% of your stomach and they leave you this little wee bit of stomach that's the size of a sleeve. It's about this big. And that was the surgery that we had originally intended to have done. Now, when I got there, my doctor suggested that we should have the sleeve placation instead. And I'll explain to you guys the difference. So when you get the sleeve, they take off 80% of your stomach and it's gone, right? Like, gone is gone. You can't get back. It's gone. It's gone. They cut it off. They removed it. Done. So for me, what they did is instead of removing the stomach, they fold it in half on the inside and stitch it, and then fold it in half again and stitch it. So it still leaves you your same stomach the size of a sleeve, you know, about the size of an egg roll, or a spring roll is about the size my stomach was when you originally begin. But the difference between removal and stitching is huge, because when it's gone, right? Gone is gone. You can't do anything about that. The benefit of having the placation is that all of my stomach tissue is still living. It's still viable. It still digests food properly. So technically, even though my stomach is small and I can only consume a small amount of food, I still have a fully functioning stomach. It still digests through all of its tissue. It's just all folded up inside of each other. And my surgery is reversible if need be, you know, knock on wood. Say I got cancer and I got really sick and I needed to be able to gain weight. They can remove that stitching and then my stomach would return to its regular size. And, you know, now that I'm keto, I might not would get fat again. Maybe I would. I don't know. It's hard to say. I was 290 pounds. Maybe I would be that again if I had to have it reversed. Sue says, how did you go shopping? I could hardly walk after surgery. Which surgery did you have, honey? I'm kind of curious. 13 years past surgery. Just recently, I am in... Oh, her primary physician is finally helping her with her labs, and she's sharing with him about her keto experience. I love that. I'm so glad. And you know what? I'm super, super excited to talk with my bariatrics doctor about what we can eat and stuff like that. Hopefully, if it goes well, and if we're really, if he's not so shy, I'm hoping we can do a series so that we can start to... Because you know what? I love our keto doctors in the community. I love them. Do not get me wrong. All day long. I love the doctors that are in our community. I love that they're putting their knowledge out there. I love that they're sharing. The problem is they don't understand our specific issues, right? They're family doctors or they're health doctors or they're natural health care practitioners. They don't specialize in bariatrics. And we really need that. We really need a bariatrics doctor to talk to us about what's different for us. Oh, girl, you had the full RNY. That's different. So I healed pretty good. Like I said, I was super sick for 4 days. And then day 5, it was like a light switch. It was like a light switch. And it was weird because I literally instantly felt healthier than I'd ever felt in my whole life. Like, instantly, I had no idea. A lot of things changed after my surgery that I didn't expect. Like, I could smell better. Who knew you would get a stronger sense of smell? But I did, you know. A lot of things really, really changed right away after my surgery. And it's not easy. It's not easy when... I love you guys. And if you've been down the road, then you know. You get a lot of people. Everybody has an opinion about what you're going to do with your body. And most of them were not positive. They were very quick to tell me that it was a bad choice. They were very quick to tell me it wasn't going to do me any good. I was going to gain back my weight anyways. I was wasting my time. I was risking my health. There was a lot. There was a lot. And then once I started to lose weight, they would say things like, oh, really good. You're losing lots of weight, but you didn't really do it. You had surgery. So, you know, I can't really congratulate you on that. You know, and that's a tough position to be in when you're like, you know what, I've lost 30, 60, 80, 100, 130 pounds. And people still just look at you like you took the easy way. Like, you took the easy way. And I giggle every time somebody says that surgery is the easy way. Because it wasn't. Like, it was 2 weeks of liquid diet before, a month of liquid diet after, a month of soft, chewy food after that. Like, keto is the easy way. Oh my goodness, keto is the easy way because, man, and I wouldn't change it. Don't get me wrong. My surgery, I needed that. It was a tool for me. I used it like a tool. I did what I was supposed to do with my surgery. And when I started to gain weight, it wasn't because my surgery failed me. It's because I got smart and I started out eating my surgery, right? Like, I could only eat this much, but this much I could eat of whatever I wanted. So it might take me all day long to do it, but I got to the point where I was eating a chocolate bar every single day again. And there isn't anybody on the planet who can eat a chocolate bar every single day and not gain weight. Sorry. I was addicted to chocolate too. Somewhere along the line, I convinced myself that, you know, my God-given right was 3 chocolate bars a day. Sorry. And don't even try to debate that with me. That was my God-given right as a human being on this planet was to eat 3 chocolate bars a day. Don't you even look at me. That's what I was allowed. Yes, I still have tiny meals, Karen. I still have tiny, tiny meals. So for me, for example, today, this is actually, I haven't eaten anything yet today, and I will have this 2 patties and the bacon and the cheese, and that will be my main meal. And chances are I'll probably eat half of that and then the other half after, because yes, very, very small meals for me. I eat probably, when I tracked, because I tracked for a while to figure out, between 900 and 950 calories a day. So yes, I'm still very limited to quantity of food. When regular size eaters see my food, it startles them sometimes. Please know, you can definitely eat 2 to 3 times the amount that I eat. I don't limit myself. That's my maximum capacity. Like, that's it. That's just all I can eat. So, you know, and that's it. And that's it, Sue. They tell us after surgery to eat 6 small meals because that's all you can eat, right? 1 egg and 2 slices of bacon, that is a meal. That is an entire meal. That's the most I can consume at one time. And I really struggled with the whole eat every 3 hours, eat, because we could only eat such a small amount. Now that I'm keto and I'm fat adapted, I eat basically the same 3 meals a day that anybody else would. Mine are just snack size. So I have my first meal of the day early afternoon between 1 and 3. And it's usually, honestly, my first meal is about 3 tablespoons of something. Like either I'll have, 2 or 3 tablespoons of yogurt with some nuts and some flavor in it, or I'll have a small teeny bowl of chia pudding, or I'll have 1 single egg. That's a meal. And then at dinner time, I will have my, my small serving of meat, my vegetable side. That's my dinner. And then I will usually have a small snack before bed. And it generally mimics my first meal of the day. So it would be, sour cream with sweetener in it, or some nuts. Sometimes I'll make like a fake keto cereal. Those are usually it. And that's it for me. Like I literally eat what you would feed a toddler. And that's why the amounts of what I eat and my macros are so, so, so important. When you eat a very small amount of food, it becomes triple important what that food is. And I fooled myself by thinking it didn't really matter what I was eating because the quantity was small. So it didn't really matter. I could eat cheesecake, or I could eat junk food. I could eat fried chicken. I could eat Chinese food, and it didn't really matter because I was only eating this much. And what I've learned through keto is, especially when you're only eating this much, it is so important to get your right mix of nutrient. We need to have enough protein. We need to have enough fat. We need to have enough good vegetables. And that becomes difficult when you're eating a small amount of food. Karen Jean says, will 900 calories keep you losing? It has. 900 calories has kept me losing. Pre-keto, I was 180. I'm currently 145. I don't know that I will continue to lose weight from here. My goal was 160. And other than toning and, a little bit of loose skin here and there, I don't think I have any actual weight left to lose, to be honest with you. I may or may not. It's hard to say. Keto will stop me at my perfect healthy weight. I've been at 145 since last March. So my body is shifting and shaping, but I don't actually think I have any physical pounds on the scale left to lose. I really don't. Like right now I'm a size 7, in a 7, getting a little bit big. So maybe getting close to a 5. I'm 5'5.5". So I'm not that tall either. I'm not that tall. So I don't think there's any more pounds coming off of me. I just want to tone this stuff. I want to tone this stuff. And it is slowly starting to shape. Like I've lost 4 sizes since March and 0 pounds. Like 0 pounds since March, but I've gone from, in March I was a size 10 and now I'm a 7, almost a 5. So your scale may not move. It just might not happen. Your body just might shift. Muscle weighs more than fat. As you're gaining muscle, losing fat, and your body's recompositioning, you might not see a change on the scale. And that's a horrible, horrible thing to swallow, but it might not happen. It just might not. So at this point, I'm just accepting that the scale is where the scale is, and I'm working on toning and feeling better. You know, I don't really stress about the scale. I originally only wanted to lose 20 pounds and I've lost 35. So I really almost doubled what I originally wanted to lose. I wanted to lose the 20 pounds I regained. You know, I lost 130 with my surgery and then I regained 20 when my mom passed away. And really just because I was sad and I was emotionally eating and I was eating cream eggs by the dozen, you know. And that's what happens when you're sad and you don't know how to process, right? Karen says Kathy says that's what's happening with her too. That she's been, the drooping tummy. Okay, so we're going to talk about tummy tucks with Dr. Sereno as well, because he is where I'm going to go when I've maintained my weight for 1 full year. We're going to do a tummy tuck and we're going to do a boob lift. And I'm sorry, guys, judge me if you have to. I'm going to get some work done because you know what? I did not lose 145 pounds to feel like this. Do you know what? Like, I don't want that. Like, I don't want it. And I know that there are a lot of people who really, really judge hard about that. And they're like, oh, you know, you should just be thankful and grateful that you're healthy. Well, you know what? I am thankful and I am grateful that I'm healthy. But I want a nice body too. Like, I want a nice body too. You know, I went from a 52H, double H, 52, double H, to a 36C. I want them be where they used to coulda be. You know, like, I want to not have to do this. I want to not have to walk around doing like this. So I'm going to get it done. I will eventually. I just have to wait until I maintain my weight long enough so that I'm not still losing. If I'm still losing when I get my tummy tuck, then I'll end up with saggy skin again. And that defeats the purpose. So same thing with the boobies. And the intermittent fasting has really been helping Nanette. It has been like super, super helping. I have a few before pictures. I have a couple posted on my Instagram. There's actually one posted even on the Q&A with Dr. Sereno. I'll just pull it up so you guys can see while I'm just hanging out here with you. I don't have as many before pictures as I really should have because, like the rest of us, I hid from the camera. Nobody got to take my picture. They never got permission. And when they did take my picture, I would find them and I would hunt them down. And I would make them give them back. Because I was not about letting people have pictures of me, even a little bit. I was not about it. I didn't like it. I didn't want people to have pictures of me. So this one right here in the pink, let me move that closer so you guys can see here on Facebook first. This in the pink, this is me with Dr. Sereno, and that's the day before surgery. And then that's a current picture of me. You guys have seen that picture of me before. Let me turn it so you guys can see. So this one in the pink here, this is me with Dr. Sereno the day before my surgery. And that's a current picture of what I look like now. And I do have one that was kind of in between as well. I never started putting pictures on Facebook until I got closer to 200 pounds. I won't lie. Like, at my biggest, my face was never on Facebook. It just wasn't around, and I didn't let a lot of people take pictures of me. And it's so weird, because even now, I feel weird about pictures. Like, when I see them, I don't like them, and I feel this immediate urge to rip them up and destroy them. It's what I've always done. It's what I've done since I was 12. If I don't like a picture of myself, I destroy it. And I'm really fighting that urge for you guys, because I can't even tell you how many of my pictures I don't like. And I really resist the urge to just destroy them all. That's for you guys. I love you. Carol says she still won't post pics, and I get it. Like, I do, guys. I understand. It is so hard to put yourself out in that way, because you know what? I didn't even want to admit to myself that I was fat like that. I certainly don't want people looking at me and judging me for it and thinking things about me. And I know that people aren't gonna, but I still feel it. I understand the desire to just keep that secret to yourself, because when I look at those pictures, I'm horrified. Like, there's a picture, if I can ever find it. I don't know if I can even find it for you guys. It was one my ex had, and I think he destroyed everything. But I had a picture in the one dress that I kept from when I was my biggest. I only kept one. And I remember thinking I felt so gorgeous in that dress. Like, I felt like it made me look slim. It hugged all my curves in the right spots, until I saw the picture of it. And I was standing next to my 5-year-old son, and I thought, dear God, why do I look pregnant? Why does that dress make me look pregnant? My son is 5 years old. Why do I look pregnant? Oh, Karen says, I'm so embarrassed of my tummy. I weigh 201, lost 10 so far. I hope to get down to 135. And you know what? Go on my YouTube channel, Karen, and search tummy troubles. Twice Wendy and I have come on live and showed you our stomachs. Actually 3 times, I think now. I think we've done it 3 times now. And you can see some of the improvement. I will tell you, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I think I cried for 2 days solid after I did it, because you just feel so vulnerable. And you're just waiting for people to say horrible things. But I'm going to tell you a secret. After I did it the first time, I never felt as self-conscious about my body again. I really don't stress out about it as much as I did before, because you know what? Anybody can go on my YouTube channel and look at my ugly tummy. So now I don't feel so bad. So you know what? I'm going to say, rip off the Band-Aid. Share the pictures. If you don't want everyone to see them, share them in the private group. You know, go to one of the subgroups. Go to the Mindset Matters group that is private and post it in there. And I promise nobody's going to judge you, and you will feel so much better once you do. I know you don't want to. I understand, honey girl. I know you don't want to. But I'll tell you, you will feel 1,000,000 times better once you do. Once you do, because as soon as we put it out there, then we don't have to judge ourselves so harshly anymore. Once you put it out there and you see that people are kind and loving and they understand, and they don't say, oh my God, you were such a fat cow. How did nobody ever harpoon you? Which is, okay, I can't lie. So that's the comment I was always waiting for. Oh my God, how did nobody ever harpoon you? Because I swear, I told all my friends if I ever got that fat to harpoon me, and nobody ever did. I didn't have good friends. Okay, so I'm going to take a quick scroll and see if I missed anything else. And then we're going to sign out, because I'm going to reheat my burger again and have something to eat. It's 7 o'clock, and I forgot to eat today, guys. Like, I have literally not eaten anything yet today. So I'm going to throw this back in the microwave. And then I'm going to sign out with you guys and have something to eat. And we're going to get together tomorrow. So if you guys have more questions, whether they're about bariatrics or just regular keto, let's get together tomorrow in the afternoon. Let's do a cooking tutorial. And then we'll just do a quick Q&A where we can just chat. Let's maybe do coffee. Let's hop up in the morning, and I don't even care. I'll put my hair up, get in my house coat, and let's have a morning chat. Let's do coffee and chat. I miss Nancy's coffee and chat while she's out of town. Sue says, I hate seeing pictures. I still hate, and that's it. Even if you've lost 100 pounds, how sad is that? Like, I want to actually say, how sad is that? that you could lose, 100 pounds, 110 pounds, 130 pounds, and still hate the way you look. Because I've lived it, guys. I lived it for so many years. I'm only just now starting to like the shape of my body. Like, I'm only just now starting to go, oh, hey, you know what? Those pants look pretty good on me. Or that shirt doesn't look so bad. Or, when I lean this direction. But I'll tell you guys something else. Every time I lean, I'm like, oh, dear God, look at that. Oh, look at it. Can people see it? Are they noticing? Are they noticing? I don't know what happened. Our Facebook just, oh, there we go. I don't know why they paused you. Facebook didn't want to look at my arm waddle. Oh my goodness. Okay, I adore you guys. Let's get a song to dance out to, and let's hang out tomorrow. We make some treats. We chit-chatty. I probably will be up around 9 a.m. Mountain. Let's do coffee. We're just going to do it on the rough. I'm going to get up. I'm going to put my hair up. We're going to sit in our house coats. We're going to get out our coffee, and we're just going to chat. We'll just chat. Whatever you guys want to talk about. If it's beginner stuff, if it's intermittent fasting, if you guys want to talk about, I don't care. If you want to talk about PCOS, if you want to talk about IBS, whatever you guys want to talk about, open. There is nothing too taboo. There's nothing we can't talk about. So whatever you guys want to talk about, let's do it. Nanette says, please stop saying only go and pick up 2 15-pound bags of potatoes. That's right. And it's amazing. Like, I'm going to tell you what, guys. I can guarantee you I could not strap 145 pounds to my back now and walk around. I know I couldn't. I could not pick up my own self and walk around carrying me. I don't know how I managed it at 290 pounds. Other than the fact that I was in so much pain all of the time, I didn't function. Like, 24 painkillers a day. That's how I managed to walk around at 290 pounds. And that's the only way I managed to walk around. 290 pounds. Okay. So yeah, let's say 9 a.m. Mountain. Let's set for 9 a.m. Mountain. And let's get up. Let's make a bulletproof coffee together and just hang out and just chat. So again, whatever you guys want to talk about. Dori, I will talk about anything. Nothing is too taboo. Nothing is too weird. Nothing is stuff we can't talk about. So get your questions out. Jessica actually made a really, really good post in her group, Ketogenesis, about IBS. And I really think we should talk about that tomorrow. I think we should. Let's talk poo. Right. Oh my goodness. Okay, guys. I absolutely adore thee. And we shall hang out in the morning. Let's do coffee. And the song to go with my shirt. I can't wait for coffee, guys. We'll see you in the morning.